Alright fellas, what's going on? Denonu here, the man with the biggest and the most blackest privilege on YouTube. And in this video here, we're going to be talking about COD World War II. And this is just going to be a first impressions type video. I'm about 28 to, I would guess, about 30 ranks through the multiplayer. And I just wanted to give my thoughts on the game so far. Being somebody who hates World War II and the genre, and I hate when games do it because it's just not a genre I have fun with. The game is solid, YouTube. I mean, I've been playing COD since like what, COD 2, I think. COD 2 and Big Red 1. And gameplay is solid. That's what got me hooked about it. Like I said, I hate World War II shooters. With a passion. I just don't play them. And I wasn't gonna buy this one, but I had the money, and I was like, I need a shooter game to actually play. Because I'm a fan of shooter games. I like gunplay. I like FPSs. And I was like, you know what? Let me just buy it anyway. See how it is. Because everybody was saying how it was more solid. It was boots on the ground. It wasn't like that advanced warfare and infinite warfare bullshit. So I was like, you know what? Just grabbed it, tried it out, picked it up and played it. And it's pretty solid. Like I said, it's fun. The gunplay is on point. I don't really have a lot of negatives I can say about the game. There's no guns that I feel like, oh, they need to nerf this or they need to fix this. The only negatives I can really say is just probably quick scoping seems damn too easy. It seems like they went back to the way sniping was in Black Ops 2, where everybody could just easily do it. I wish they'd have made it like Black Ops 3. That, and I don't know if it's just my imagination, but the grenade area of effect when a grenade go off seems incredibly huge. Like, it seems like whenever somebody tosses a grenade my way, I'll see it land on my feet, and then I'll be like, oh shit, a grenade, and then try to sprint and get 2 steps. And it still just blows me up. I mean, I know it's a grenade, so I mean it is what it is. But it's one of those things where it's like, in the earlier COD games, you could actually get away from grenade explosions. Whereas in this, I don't think, I may have gotten away with one, and that was because the grenade wasn't dropped at my feet. So I think that needs a tiny bit of a nerf. But outside of that, that and snipers, I don't really see any other problems with the game. A lot of people complain about a couple maps in the game, like Gustav Cannon is a map that everybody snipes on. And I guess a lot of people don't like that. But for me, I like to play long range. But, I mean, that's not, I wouldn't say, a lot of people say it's a bad map. It's not the map that's bad. It's just that whenever whoever makes a COD game, because it varies from year to year, they try to make maps for everybody and every type of playstyle. Me personally, I don't like that, because that kind of limits, it limits what people can do. If you make a map where it's like, okay, well, you have this one sniper spot on the map, you have this one SMG spot on the map, this one shotgun part of the map. It's kind of like, you can't just make the map and let people have fun on it. You have to, build little fun things in it. But well, what if people don't play that way? Or what if people don't gravitate to the map like you want them to? Then it just makes the map shitty as shit. And that's what I think that's all I think they did. Like, this is nothing new in COD. I don't know why people are bitching about it now. But there's always been maps that are like, there's that 1 or 2 sniper maps that they put in for the snipers. Then there's the close quarters map for the people who like SMGs and shotguns. So like, this is nothing new. It's just the same, COD channels bitching about the same shit. People again are talking about connection and that kind of sort of thing. That's because Activision doesn't want to give dedicated servers. I know for me that really isn't a problem. I have gigabit internet, so that's not really a big problem for me per se. So I can't really complain on that. I'm trying to think of other negatives. Campaign stuff I haven't touched yet. I'll probably do an LP of that. I'll probably just run through that over the next couple days and probably get videos of that. But I haven't really heard anybody bitching about the campaign. But then again, most people who play COD don't buy it for the campaign. I know I'm one of the people who actually buy it for the campaign side, not for the multiplayer. I mean, the multiplayer is just icing on the cake for me. But the music isn't as memorable. It just feels like the music when you're in the menus for the multiplayer, it reminds me of like Star Wars. Like maybe it's just my imagination, but it feels like that every time I jump into multiplayer with and I'm making my class, I feel like I'm a Sith Lord. Maybe that's just my imagination, but it feels like some evil dark Sith music in the game. That was like the first thing I thought of when I booted the game up. Other negatives I would include is I don't count that as a negative, but I just thought of another one. This game is glitchy as shit, YouTube. Like, I don't know what it is, but the game is just, the menus are buggy, the loading is slow. There are times like you can finish a match and have the game not show the score feed at the end. So it's like, I don't know what's going on with that or what's causing that, but they need to fix that. It just feels sloppy. It feels like it's unpolished. And they said that they worked on this game for 3 years, but I'm just not seeing the work. Sound design is on point, though. That's where they must have spent like the first 2 years on the game at. Sound design is on point. Guns sound good. Reloads sound good. The different mechanical pops, clicks, and hisses and booms that the guns do, all on point. There's no map-orientated bullshit, kind of like how Treyarch used to do, where you have like the one map in Black Ops with the big-ass train that just go through the middle. None of the background sounds really drown out the sounds of the actual game, but they definitely did tweak it a little bit so you can't like sound whore like you used to back in the previous CODs. It seems like footstep sounds seem further away than what they are. I know it's kind of hard to picture what I'm talking about, but if you're trying to sound whore somebody in the earlier CODs, when they were right next to you or right around the corner, the sounds of their footsteps would be louder. You could hear them right around the corner. Whereas in this, they might sound that way, but when you pop out, they're like 10 or 15 feet away from you still. So maybe that's just a different sound engine, so we got to get used to that. But I mean, outside of that, the game is good. I'm definitely having fun with the game. I wish I had a team to play it with, but none of my friends are in the COD, and it's kind of hard to, I mostly play COD solo. I don't have a team no more to run with. So, I mean, but I'm still just having fun with the game. I'm still trying to rank up. I'm trying to get all the guns. I'm trying guns that I wouldn't normally try, so that's a big plus for me. like in this video here, you probably see me running around with the assault rifle, and then like a shotgun as my secondary because I'm running with riflemen. And I love having the ability to switch between two primary guns and actually gun people down. So, but anyways, guys, that's just been my first impressions on the game so far. My name is Denonu, the man with black privilege, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace out.